Hi everyone, Amanda Jane here from Amanda Jane Crafts, and in today's video I'm going to show you how to crochet this great octagon. It's a really simple but effective pattern, and in this example I've changed colour for every round, but you don't have to. You could do a plain one if you liked. So that one is with a yellow border. This one has this nice maroon border, and finally this one has got a pale blue border. Now I haven't blocked these out, so they're not distinct. The octagon is not distinct, and I'm doing these because work in progress. This is part of a series to create this blanket here. Yesterday I did a video to create this square which joins up these octagons, and you need some squares. You need one square in each corner here. So for each two you're going to need to have two squares. So there we go. Very easy to do. Looks extremely effective. You can do solid colours or you can change colour every round. So let's get started. Today I'm using an Aran weight yarn and a size 5mm crochet hook. These are now about 5 inches across, so 12.5 centimeters across. So it works up very quickly in Aran weight yarn. So we start off with a magic ring, magic circle, magic loop, whatever you like to call it, for the center of our octagon. So hold the yarn in your left hand, or the right hand if you're left-handed, and make a cross over your first 2 fingers. Tuck the working yarn away, then slip your crochet hook underneath the top right leg, over the top left leg, pull through, and then twist to put a loop on your hook, then underneath the top left leg and pull through the loop on your hook. And that's the easy way to start it. It's magic because if you pull the tail, the little ring closes up, but it's got this double loop which keeps it secure. Now we're going to start off by doing 8 single crochet US terms into the center of our ring here. So we're going to put our crochet hook into the circle, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, and that's a single crochet or a double in the UK. Insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. Insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, that's 3 stitches. Keep turning your work. Insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, that's 4. Now this will work its way loose, so slightly tighten it. Insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, 5. Insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, 6. Insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, and the last one, insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through. Now we need to join this into a circle, so insert your hook into that first single crochet, yarn over, pull through that stitch, so you've got captured both strands, and then pull through the loop on your hook, pull through like so, and there we have it. Now you can tighten your circle by pulling the tail here, and that will tighten the circle up. This will come loose as you crochet, but don't worry too much about it because we'll weave in the ends right when we've completed our crochet octagon. So check your stitch count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to start by this next round. I'm actually going to change colour here just to show you exactly how I did mine. So I'm going to snip that off, choose another colour. I'm going to choose this lovely sort of corally colour, and I'm going to pull, this time I'm going to pull that through. Now you can start, next time we're going to start round here to keep our stitches even and our joins at different places, but we'll start here. This is one way of joining. There are lots of ways of joining in new colours, but we'll use this one for this example. Just thread the new colour over your hook. I'll start that again. With the old colour on your hook, place a loop of the new colour over your hook. Make sure you have a tail that's long enough to thread a tapestry needle, and literally just pull that through the loop on the hook. And we're going to tighten this down by pulling the tail, so it's really tightly pulled down. So that's one way of joining. We'll do some different ones as we go through. Now our next round is a group of cluster stitches, but you can't do a cluster stitch unless you are at the top of the stitch. So for the first cluster, we're going to fake it, if you like. We're going to do 2 crochet chain, and then in this first stitch we're going to do a 2 double crochet cluster. So yarn over, insert your hook here, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over through 2, but we're not going to complete our double crochet. We're going to start another double crochet, yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 3. So we have made this triple stranded cluster by using these chains plus a 2 double crochet together cluster stitch. That's a lot of words. Don't worry, just watch the video, doesn't matter what it's called. 3 chain, yarn over 1, yarn over 2, yarn over 3. Yarn over, and we're going to do a triple cluster stitch. So that's, we're inserting our hook 3 times this time. Yarn over, insert your hook into the next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, through 2, yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through 2. You're going to have 4 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through all 4 and do 3 chain. 1, 2, 3. I'll do another one slowly and then I'll do the rest of them more quickly. You're going to do 8 in total, including that one. Yarn over, insert your hook into the next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, 3 on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, 3 on your hook, yarn over, insert your hook, yarn up, yarn over, pull through 4 on your hook, yarn over, pull through all 4, 3 chain, 1, 2, 3. And you're going to repeat that all the way around. Yarn over. So I'm just going to count now. 1, 2, 3, and through all 4 loops on the hook, 3 chain, yarn over, 1, 2, and 3, 4 loops on the hook and 3 chain, 1, 2, 3, yarn over, insert your hook, pull pull up a loop. Once, twice, 3 times, and pull through all 3. 1, 2, 3 chain, yarn over, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2 more. Now it looks like we've got 3 spaces. In fact, we're going to go into this one and this one, and this really is from the previous round where we started those 3 chain. So you always, it's easy to get confused in crocheting in the round because it can look like you've got 2 more stitches. This is the reason why I'd highly advise you to count your stitches every time you've done a round to make sure that you're on track. Also, trying to stitch and talk at the same time sometimes means we make mistakes, but that was all right. Good thing about crochet is it's easy to undo. 1 more. So you're always going to have this little stitch here at the beginning of the, or the end of the round, whichever way you look at it. It doesn't matter because it doesn't show, and only you and I notice it. Right, we're now going to close up our round, and we're going to join to the top of our cluster here. Pull through. Now this time I'm going to show you another way of joining your next colour. Oh, yes, and we'll do it this time, and then we'll do it a different way than the following time. So as long as it joins securely and you know what you're doing, don't worry too much about the method you use. Right, now we're coming to this next round, which is an easy round because it's a round of 5 double crochets. The beginning one's slightly different. 5 double crochets in each of the 3 chain spaces. So to join in the new colour, take a loop and place it over your hook and finish off your slip stitch with the new colour, and just pull down slightly on that old colour. We'll cut that off in a moment. Now we're going to slip stitch into the next chain space. Insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, and then pull it through that first stitch like so. 3 chain, 1, 2, 3, and in this first chain space we're going to do 4 double crochet. Insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through once, yarn over, pull through again. Just slide your stitches around, yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And finally, number 4. Just find myself some more yarn. At this point, we can now trim off this coral colour that we had. And we're going to start our next group of 5 double crochet into each of these chain spaces here. Yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over through 2, yarn over through 2. That's 1. I'll crochet slowly but not speak. And 5. So we're definitely making a circle here, and then we have to start to turn it into an octagon next in the next round, and then it really turns into a definite octagon on the final round. So I'm just going to whiz round and I will meet you at the end of this round, and we'll move on to the fourth round, which is a different pattern. So we've reached the end of this round, and I'm just going to join to the third chain just here with a slip stitch for our round, the end of our round 3. I'm going to snip this off, yarn over, pull through that, and because we're going to start in a different place this time, that is another way of changing colours. So for round 4, we've got a much more open stitch, and we're going to join our next colour, and I'm going back here to this gold colour. We're going to join into this stitch here, any of these stitches, but above the little gap before. We join by inserting our hook, putting a loop over the top, pulling it through, and then with the working end we just simply do a chain and pull down tightly on the tail. So as I said, we're going to be working in these stitches here. So we start with chain 2, and then we're going to skip this stitch here and do a double crochet V-stitch, which is 2 double crochet and 2 chain into this stitch. So 1 double crochet, 2 chain, 1, 2, and another double crochet into the same stitch to give this V, and a single chain. Yarn over, skip a stitch, 2, a double crochet here in the next stitch, and another double crochet in the next stitch, followed by a chain. Skip a stitch. Now the V-stitch, insert your hook. Just need a bit more yarn here. Yarn over, pull up a loop, 2, chain, yarn over, insert your hook for the second double crochet, 1 chain, skip a stitch, double crochet, 1 chain, skip a stitch, V-stitch. And you're going to repeat this pattern all the way around. Skip a stitch, 1 double crochet and another double crochet. I'll just pop my work down here so that you can see where we've got to. Pull your work to straighten it up, and you can see that we're making these corners here. Now I'm working from the inside of this ball of yarn here, and the middle has become all tangled up. It happens sometimes. There we go. I think we're all right now. So I'm going to just continue working my way round. You can watch or skip forward, up to you. Skip a stitch, V-stitch. 1, 2, 1, 1, skip a stitch, 1 double crochet. Now when you come to the knot, it becomes a little tricky to see where we're at, so you want to make sure that you're being consistent. So you want to go into this stitch just here past the knot and a V-stitch, 2, chain, skip a stitch, 2 straightforward double crochets and a V-stitch. So you're doing 1 chain before and after the V-stitch and 2 chain in the centre of the V-stitch, just so you remember that. Don't forget to skip your stitches. So this, you can see, works up very quickly and doesn't take up too much yarn. Now you might have lots of scraps of yarn available, so you could use up your scraps. And when I'm planning my blanket, it's not really got much of a plan. I'm going with the flow, trying to make sure that I'm not being too prescriptive about which colours go where. So I've come to the end of the round and I've got a skip a stitch and a single crochet stitch left over, so that's all right. I've counted correctly. My last double crochet, and then I will join into the top of my starting chains, like with a slip stitch, like so. So I have my 2 straight double crochet at the beginning. Now I'm going to snip this off, yarn over, pull through, just pull that quite tightly to the back of your work. When we come to stitch these together, that knot will disappear because you'll pull that down behind your work, and it might get covered by the next round as well. So we have our final round to do, and I'm going to use this lovely sort of purpley magenta colour. Now here, let's go over to this example. We have corners made with 2 chains, and either side of the corner 2 double crochets either side, and then in between we've got sets of granny groups, 3 double crochets. So it goes double crochets, 3 sets, 2 chain and 2 double crochet, then repeats all the way round. So I'm just going to show you the first 2 sides so that you get the hang of it. Now I start in my group of 3, which is just past a corner. So I'm going to start here. Put a loop through the hole just like before, yarn over, pull through, then tighten, pull down, and I'm wanting to go 2 chain and then 2 more double crochet. Now I like to go over the top. We lay this flat over the top of my work so that I'm capturing it in a little bit. That's the tail I'm capturing in, just a little bit. 1 and 2, and that captures that in a bit. You can also pull it across and capture it with the next group of 3 if you want to. I'll do it this time. 1. It just helps with all those ends you've got to weave in. So there are quite a lot of ends to weave in these projects, but that's part of the fun. So we've got our first 2 groups, and then we're going to go into the corner with our 2 double crochet, 1, 2, 2 chain, 1, 2, 2 more double crochet into the V-stitch. So we're doing another type of V-stitch, but it's doubling up. And then we're back to our 3 double crochet. 1, 2, 3. There's no chains in between our groups this time. 1, 2, 3. 2 double crochet in our V-stitch, 2 chain, and another 2 double crochet, double crochet. There we go. So now you have 2 sides of, or nearly 2 sides of our emerging octagon. So there's the other ones, and here we go. This one shows up really much better on the screen. So that's how it looks. That's both sides. So that's the right side. This is the wrong side. You can tell because the edges have got like almost a garter stitch in knitting. It's got this sort of bobbly effect here. So that is technically the right side. You'll want to join all your right sides together. Out in the next video, once you've done all of these, you want to join them all together with your squares. And here's a square, for instance, waiting to be tacked on. So that'll be stitched together with a single crochet stitch, but there are lots of different ways of stitching work together. So that's the crochet octagon, and I must be careful not to call it a hexagon. It's an octagon, really lovely to do, really works up nice and quickly. You get a lot of bang for your buck here, particularly if you're using Aran weight yarn and a size 5 crochet hook. You could go up a half a size as well to give it just a little bit more drape. I personally like it quite firm because it's got quite a lot of open work. So hopefully you're going to make some octagons. I mean, you could use them as a placemat just as they are. They're quite fun. You could do solid colours. They're also lovely too, and that really brings out the pattern. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Check back for further videos. As I said, the video for the square is in the description below, as well as the materials that I've used, a link to those. And please subscribe, give us a thumbs up, and I hope you have a great day. Take care. Bye.